GM. I'm 0xwildhare. I'm here today to talk to you guys about Friends.fun and how it fits into the array of tools available to the Ethereum staking community. My first time speaking at an Ethereum event, I really wanted to go big. I had elaborate plans of what to talk about. I was going to basically come up with an idea, a concept for what the ideal LST would look like. It'd be decentralized and permissionless, governance minimized, capitally efficient, fungible. The perfect LST. Then I was going to go through and sort of compare some of the existing projects to that standard and where we sit there. It'd be like basically like squad staking with an LST, but we're all the squad, man. But this controversy with Lido sort of put the final nail in the coffin with that whole plan, because there's not really a perfect LST. It's not possible. There's too many different needs and too many different participants in the Ethereum ecosystem to do a one size fits all. There's nothing that's going to be perfect for everybody. The capital allocators for staking protocols are they're the customers of these services, and so the tendency naturally is to cater to the capital allocators to give them the best reward. But as James, who spoke before me, was saying, actually there's different ways to address that. The problem's not necessarily with the number of things you can do with a staking token, but that there's different participant needs, different technical levels, there's different things that can be addressed. So if one solution, one LST isn't the answer for everyone, what is the optimal case? I would propose it's sort of what we're building as a community now.
Açık. 2, 1. Okay,
Sorry, thank you. So I'd propose it's what we're building in Ethereum now. It's many different staking solutions to address all the different needs of different participants, different technical capabilities. As my girlfriend put it, many different flavors of Kool-Aid for all the Kool-Aid drinkers. Lots of different niche solutions. LSTs, yes, many different LSTs, but not everyone needs an LST. That's not the, there's different ways to represent stake in a staking protocol. So I mentioned squad staking earlier. Just sort of quickly, I assume most of the people in this audience are familiar with what that is. I'll just sort of speed run through it pretty quickly. But the first time I heard the term squad staking was either on Bankless or Daily Gwei. Not sure, but as soon as I heard it, I was like, that's exactly what we're building. That's the perfect use case for our system. So, like I said, quickly, it's, well, first I got to talk about DVT, distributed validator technology. You create your validator, cryptographically split the signing keys into 4 parts, give it to 4 different operators as long as the 4 are online. Your blocks are proposed, your attestations are made. Also, it would take 3 of the 4 to collude to make a slashable offense. So you have some slashing protection. And there's a reputation game. So as your operators are ranked for uptime and effectiveness. And for example, if you signed a bad block for someone else, why would I pick you as an operator to sign my blocks, right? So squad staking, let's say we have 4 friends, they each pitch in 8 ETH for 32, and then they're each an operator. So as long as 3 of the 4 are online and their machines are behaving properly, their validator runs normally. It also allows them as operators to start building their reputation. So maybe, if they have, good uptime and effectiveness, maybe someone else, a different validator or pool or whatever, will use them as an operator, and they can start earning a nice little side stream of income from that. There's some challenges with squad staking. The first is hardware. You have to spec and purchase hardware. Second is software. You have to run a consensus client, an execution client, MEV boost, DVT software. You have to keep all those things updated. There's a few solutions on the market that handle both of those problems. One is Avado. Another is DAppNode. I know the Avado guys well, so I'll say Avado one more time, but the other guys are good too. And then there's no MEV smoothing. That's sort of a downside of squad staking or solo staking in general, but hopefully there'll be some solutions coming to market on that before too long. And then finally, for squad staking, there's some level of trust required. Do all the rewards go to one person, then he distributes them to the group, or do you use a generic splitter contract? Is there another option? I'm glad you asked. Friends.fun. We are a ETH Global Hackathon project from Bogota. We're currently going through audits before our mainnet release, and we are squad staking as a service. Basically a well-defined workflow to set up a squad staking validator. And we have some security guarantees baked in. So just to walk you through it quickly, one of the squad members, one of the friends, goes to friends.fun and connects their wallet and creates a pool. They get a link to send to the rest of the squad. Once they navigate to that link, they go to this page. If they have an ENS set up, it'll show up there with the ENS avatar. They connect their wallet, select the amount of ETH that they want to deposit into the pool, sign the transaction, and they get an NFT. This NFT represents their portion of the pool. It has the deposit amount shown on it. This allows them to claim their rewards whenever they want from the pool. It allows them to get their deposit back once the validator is exited. And it's transferable. So if you need to get out of your position quickly, you can sell it on the open market. Once the pool is full, it will direct you to generate your validator keys and then upload the deposit file that populates the pool contract with the information that you need to stake to the beacon chain. At this point, the squad has a few options. Ideally, the front end will direct you to select SSV operators. We've been working with SSV to develop this. They've been great. Directs you to select 4 operators. Ideally, those would be the squad members or some of the squad members. Alternatively, you can just select any existing SSV or any operators you want. Also, if you want to keep it real simple, but also single point of failure, you can just run your own node. This is a dashboard page everyone gets. It has any pools they've created. It has their deposit NFTs. It has their total ETH deposited. That is not my balance, but I wish it was. And the amount claimable. So we're working on some things for future versions. One is Merkle tree allow list. If you're worried about someone else trying to jump in on your pool between the time you created it and everyone else contributes, you can prevent that. We also have an option to make the NFT non-transferable, so that the squad, the friends group, would be sort of locked. But then in the unfortunate event, if there's a falling out amongst the squad, person can call rage quit. Once they do, that gives the rest of the squad members 1 week to buy them out of their position. And if they do not, then the NFT unlocks, it becomes transferable. They can sell it on the open market. We've had some talk about having a pool chat with some maybe governance options if you want to change the art on the NFT for your pool, or add or remove operators. Those might be governance options that we make available. So yeah, it's sort of what Friends.Fun is. Like I said, just perfect. As soon as I heard about squad staking, I was like, that's perfect application for what we're doing. But I started talking about an LST, and Friends.Fun does not have an LST. We've had some conversations about how that would work, how to incorporate one. One idea would be using the NFT as collateral to borrow the LST against. That has one interesting unlock would be if I have 16 ETH, I can get a flash loan for the other 16 ETH, create the 32 ETH NFT. If it's a 200% collateralization ratio, I borrow the 16 ETH worth of LST against that, swap for ETH, pay off the flash loan, and then I'm running a validator for half price. There's some challenges though. Things along the lines of how to make sure the person who created the pool is selecting operators, that the operators that they selected have good uptime and effectiveness. Probably the answer to those would be governance and allow lists, things like that make it much less palatable for us. So for right now, at least, the NFT is not on our roadmap. Diva does have some interesting solutions to those problems. So once they go live, we'll be watching that to see how that works. But yeah, for now we're content to be a sort of a niche squad staking as a service protocol. Like I said, I think the solution to the problem of the centralization forces in the staking market is just lots of different solutions for lots of different participants and skill levels to bring as many people in as possible. So yeah, I want to encourage you to go to friends.fun, join our Discord, let us know what you think. Does anyone have any questions?
Is there any way that a squad can create private keys together, or do you have to trust one of them to kind of log on and upload? Like, once the 32 ETH is in there, which of them can show up? Is it the one that contributed the most, or yeah, how does that key upload piece work?
Excellent question. It's currently whoever created the pool, or whoever creates the validator and the person who creates the pool has the power to enter that information into the pool contract. In the future, we're working on making that more, more trustless, but we don't currently have a solution on that. Sponic?
So you mentioned that rage quit function. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
It is essentially the NFTs would be non-transferable, so you could not sell them. But if, for example, I decide I need to exit my position for whatever reason, if someone else in the squad, slept with my wife, then I could call rage quit. And then that starts a 1-week timer when I do that. And in that 1 week, and I can set the amount that I want for my NFT. I can set a discount, basically. So if my NFT is worth 5 ETH, for example, I can say, okay, I'll be bought out of my position for 4.8 ETH. And so there's a 1-week timer. I can set it 5. I want my full 5 ETH. Gives 1 week for everyone else in the squad to buy that NFT. And then if they do not do that, then I can unlock it, and that, then I can sell it on OpenSea, or well, if OpenSea allows us to sell these NFTs, that's an open question too. Anyone else?
I also have a question. When mainnet?
Excellent question. We're currently going through audits. I don't want to commit to an amount of time that audits takes, but we're definitely talking about weeks, not months. Soon, TM.
Awesome. Let's thank Steve again. The next talk will be 5 past 1. 1, sorry, 5.